सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्च अर्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्य किल शक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे नमः। ओम महाविष्णवे नमः। ब्रह्मणे नमः। सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नमः। नारदाय नमः। वेदव्यासाय नमः। शुकब्रह्मर्षे नमः। सूतमहामुने नमः। शौनकादृशेभ्यो त्रयादृशेभ्यो प्रह्लादादि भक्तजनेभ्यो नमः। अम्मा with the same devotion like every day, let us do the last but one chapter chanting. It is big one, so it will go into 2 days, half today, remaining tomorrow. Om Sri Mahavishnoho Gurudevanam Rishinaam Parabrahmana Kripaya Bhagavata Shastrokta Paramatmanubhava Siddhyartham Srimad Bhagavat Mahapurana Shastrasya Parayana Madhyanam Vayam Sarve Karishyamahe. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavata Mahapuranam Dvadasha Skandha आभासश्च तिरोधश्च यदश्चाध्यवधीयते स आश्रयः परं ब्रह्म परमात्मेति शब्दते। अथ द्वादशोऽध्यायः। सूत उवाच ॐ नमो धर्माय महते नमः कृष्णाय वेधसे ब्राह्मणेभ्यो नमस्कृत्य धर्मान् वक्षे सनातनान् एतद्वः कथितं विप्राः विष्णोश्चरितमद्भुतम् भवद्भिर्यदहं पृष्टः नराणां पुरुषोचितम् अत्र संकीर्तितः साक्षात् सर्वपापहरो हरिः नारायणो हृषीकेशः भगवान् सात्वतां पतिः। अत्र ब्रह्म परं गुह्यं जगतः प्रभवाप्ययं ज्ञानं च तदुपाख्यानं प्रोक्तं विज्ञानसंयुतं भक्तियोगः समाख्यातः वैराग्यं च तदाश्रयं पारीक्षितमुपाख्यानं नारदाख्यानमेव च। प्रायोपवेशो राजर्षेः विप्रशापात् परीक्षितः शुकस्य ब्रह्मर्षभस्य संवादश्च परीक्षितः योगधारणयोत्क्रान्तिः संवादो नारदाजयोः अवतारानुगीतं च सर्गः प्राधानिकोऽग्रतः विदुरोद्धवसंवादः क्षत्रमैत्रेययोस्तथा पुराणसंहिता प्रश्नः महापुरुषसंस्थितिः ततः प्राकृतिकः सर्गः सप्तवैकृतिकाश्च ये ततो ब्रह्माण्डसम्भूतिः वैराजः पुरुषो यतः कालस्य स्थूलसूक्ष्मस्य गतिः पद्मसमुद्भवः भुव उद्धरणेऽम्भोधेः हिरण्याक्षवधो यथा ऊर्ध्वतिर्यगवाक् सर्गः रुद्रसर्गस्तथैव च अर्धनारीनरस्याथ यतः स्वायम्भुवो मनुः शतरूपाचया स्त्रीणाम् आद्या प्रकृतिरुत्तमा संतानो धर्मपत्नीनां कर्दमस्य प्रजापतेः अवतारो भगवतः कपिलश्च महात्मनः देवहूत्याश्च संवादः कपिलेन च धीमता नवब्रह्मसमुत्पत्तिः दक्षयज्ञविनाशनं ध्रुवस्य चरितं पश्चात् पृथोः प्राचीनबर्हिषः नारदस्य च संवादः ततः प्रह्यव्रतं द्विजाः नावेस्ततोऽनुचरितं भरतस्यर्षभस्य च द्वीपवर्णवर्षसमुद्राणां गिरिनद्युपवर्णनं ज्योतिश्चक्रस्य संस्थानं पातालनरकस्थितिः दक्षजन्मप्रचेतोभ्यः तत्पुत्रीणां च सन्ततिः यतो देवासुरनराः तिर्यग्नखगादयः त्वाश्रस्य जन्मनिधनं पुत्रयोश्चरितेर्द्विजाः दैत्येश्वरस्य चरितं प्रह्लादस्य महात्मनः मन्वन्तरानुकथनं गजेन्द्रस्य विमोक्षणं मन्वन्तरावताराश्च विष्णोर्हयशिरादयः कौर्मं धान्वन्तरं मात्स्यं वामनं च जगत्पतेः क्षीरोदमथनं तद्वत् अमृतार्थे दिवौकसाम् देवासुरमहायुद्धं राजवंशानुकीर्तनम् इक्ष्वाकुजन्म तद्वंशः सुद्युम्नस्य महात्मनः विलोपाख्यानमत्रोक्तं तारोपाख्यानमेव च सूर्यवंशानुकथनं शशादाद्यानुगादयः सौकन्यं चातशर्यातेः ककुत्स्थस्य च धीमतः खट्वाङ्गस्य च मान्धातुः सौभरेः सगरस्य च रामस्य कौसलेन्द्रस्य चरितं किल्बिषापहं निमेरङ्गपरित्यागः जनकानां च सम्भवः रामस्य भार्गवेन्द्रस्य निक्षत्रकरणं भुवः ऐलस्य सोमवंशस्य ययातेर्नहुषस्य च दौष्यन्तेर्भरतस्यापि शन्तनोस्तत्सुतस्य च ययातेर्ज्येष्ठपुत्रस्य यदोर्वंशोऽनुकीर्तितः यत्रावतीर्णो भगवान् कृष्णाख्यो जगदीश्वरः वसुदेवगृहे जन्म ततो वृद्धिश्च गोकुले ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. This chapter is the contents of what entire Bhagavata, the 12 skandhas, as was taught by Sri Shukadeva to Parikshita Sutta to the Saunakadi Munis. Okay. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Bhagavata Sharanam Mama Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama Om Shri Suta Sharanam Mama Shri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama Shri Narada Sharanam Mama Shri Kumara Sharanam Mama Shri Brahma Sharanam Mama Shri Vishnu Sharanam Mama Shri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Sharanam Mama Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Krupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Swarge Satye Jagailase Vaikunte Nasteyam Rasaha Adabhibandhu Sadbhagyaha Mama Munchata Karhichita Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha Srimad Bhagavatam Ekadasha Skandha Muktirhitva Rupam Sarupena Vyavastitihi Atha Ashtavimshodhyayah Sri Bhagavan Hari Om. Salutations to Bhagavan Krishna, to all the avatars of Bhagavata Puranam, all the Rishis Munis, all the Bhagavata Acharya Parampara, all the Maha Bhaktas that are there in Bhagavat Puranam. Salutations to our own Gurus, our own personal Guru. Like we study, we go to the jobs because of inevitability. We have to earn the money, livelihood, and all. Then, luckily, after those few years of service, 30, 40, with pension, relaxed, retired. Life also, because of so many of vasanas, samskaras, we enter into the world and fulfill all artha, kama, purushartha. While doing them, also itself, we are strictly following dharma. Then that brings us to a stage of retirement where we can relax and recliningly enter into our chaturtha purushartha, just like you all every day involving in so many things. Like the birds throughout the day, they flock, fly, flow so many places, but come back to their nest in the evening. So too, we all every day going through variety of activity, but as it 6 o'clock, we are all back to the feet of the Lord, which is our actual place, actual abode, where alone is the Shanti, where alone is Sukha, where alone is Santushti, Santrupti, Santosha. But it is only because of the inner self created compulsions that we go into the world and get kicked, bruised, and then come back and relax. How nice it is every day evening, both Bhagavatam and Ramayanam. Through the study of them, we are just feeling our presence at the feet of the Lord. That Lord is there. He is very much there. He is very much there for every jiva. Among them, me, who have my own level of devotion. It doesn't matter that how much devotion I have for the Lord. Lord says, यार तू मेरा बच्चा है, and how much quantity I don't say. You say you are a devotee of mine, then I am not worried. Just one word you say, Sakrudeva Prapannaya Tava Asmi iti se yachate, and is so happy like the mother. Ki child asks for food out of so much love, she somehow prepares and gives. Bhagavan also is so happy with you and me. Every day we come and remember him, try to understand his Tattva Swarupa also, and try to know his glory through various leelas. And then through that, his presence, his power, his kindness, compassion, we are trying to digest as a result of all that. One beautiful thought in life, ki, let the entire world leave me and go. Leaves also. If we don't leave the world, we will leave the world. If the world doesn't leave us, one day we will leave the world. So if entire world may leave me, lekin my Lord never leaves me. Is it not? To this point we have to reach to. Then is it wise then the thought comes to hold on to those things and doings who are so selfish and are with me at their own needs and desires fulfilled and leave me? Or is it wise for me to hold on to the Lord who never leaves me? Heart in heart. Be in the world, interact with everyone. We cannot give up our duties, our love to the world. Lekin none of the worldly things being should be held more strongly than holding Bhagavan. Because he is permanent and he is the giver of everything. And there is so much joy when we are at his feet. Like a true disciple discovers the glory of Guru and surrenders himself to that Guru and basks on that kindness, compassion, love of the Guru. How much fulfillment he will have. And Guru also knows कि शिष्य को क्या चाहिए. He goes on blessing, helping, and Guru का सारा तपस्या हो शिष्य के लिए ही धारा दत्तम कर देते हैं. They give. So with the Guru, if it is like that, with Bhagavan, how wonderful it is. So actually, this is the theme of the 12th Skandha, which we'll study after the 3 chapters that are over. Ki Ashrayam. Slowly, slowly, Lord, when we start studying Bhagavatam, it takes away everything from us and finally He makes us feel, understand, accept, live the life that the Lord alone is final, abode, and Ashraya. These words we heard thousands of times through the songs, through somebody's lectures, in some of the bhajans, कि भगवान ही सब कुछ है, सब उन्हीं के चरण में है, उन्हें पकड़े सब मिलता है, उनके अलावा और कुछ. This all we heard, but that was only passing sentences to us till we deeply, exhaustively study the Shastras like Bhagavad. But when we study Bhagavatam, these sentences no more are the passing sentences or the occasional sentences or the time pass sentences or the sentences of temporary sentiments, emotions, or entertainments. No, deep in the heart. Because with this Kathas of Paramatma, we are also studying the Tattva Chintanam. है ना? About the Brahma Tattva, its reality, and everything else is only projected on that. So, this deep analysis takes us to the deep understanding of Bhagavan alone is Ashraya. Not like a passing sentence. हाँ मैं भी आप कहते हो मैं भी मानता हूँ. No, no, no. From the core of the heart. And from that heart, where it is understood in the heart that He alone is Ashraya, the real bhakti starts. Real prema starts, real sharanagati to the Lord or the upasana to the Lord. And he is no more the same personality now. His whole schedule in the outer life, in his own personal life, in his own mind, totally gets a different shape altogether. वो वाला हमको चाहिए फॉर यू एंड मी इफ एट ऑल यू वांट मैं तो चाहता हूँ may all our orientation be in serving that permanent Paramatma, in getting the glimpses of that Paramatma, the permanent, the Lord. First, let us enjoy that. Thereafter, kya hai, whole world is nothing but His own Rupa, His own Vilasa, His own Leela. जहाँ भी देखे उन्हीं का ही नजर आता है. इधर देखूं तेरी नजर तस्वीर आती है, तेरी तस्वीर नजर आती. Wherever यत्र यत्र मनो यहते तत्र तत्र समादयः. Is it not? That in Kainopanishad said as Pratibodha Viditam Matam. Hare Bodham Bodham Prati, other than Bhagavan, how can anybody? Now remember, right from the first level of starting to inquire what is real and real, till the last level, that having recognized the self, when you look back, everything is that self and that Paramatma only, the last step. All these things are given to us in this 28th chapter by Bhagavan Krishna. That is the beauty, especially of this chapter. If you can that way, like a scholar's mind, like a really research-oriented student, PhD के वाला, ऐसा अगर हम अध्ययन करें, okay, of this chapter, we will be transported, lifted, shifted from that first level to this last level. If at all we have the deep involvement in the study, and we are relating everything we are studying to our own sadhana, not objectively studying. But when we make it subjective, the Lord in this chapter, through this chapter, takes us to that Jivan Mukta Parastiti. That is how the power of the mantras, the power in the meaning of them, if at all we have that subtleties, that depth. That way we have to thank to Bhagavan and to all those who sustained this Bhagavad Purana so that we could find it or reach it or get it. Okay, now in this 20th chapter, we have seen yesterday this sloka up to the 22nd one. Before that, what was said through Anvaya and Vyatireka, what is found, example of the gold, what is Anvita in all the ornaments, gold alone. Okay, and what out of these two can be by some or the other efforts, Vyatirekita, but not the other one, which can be denied by some means, which is not, that cannot be denied. Again, it is gold. Aikini? In the Anvaya, without the gold, ornaments cannot be. In the Vyatireka, without the ornaments, the gold can be. Ornaments are dependent on the gold, gold is not dependent on the ornaments. So, to the entire world is dependent on Paramatma. Paramatma remains independent of them, even all of them when they go away. But from all of them, when the Bhagavan withdraws, if at all, none of them stay. Now, these are the ways intellectually, when we keep on inquiring, which call as Anvaya Vyatireka Paddhati, then the delusions in us, which are so deeply rooted, start going away. What are the delusions? Superimposing the Namarupa Jagat on Bhagavan and then giving reality to the Namarupa and forgetting the reality, thereafter living only the Namarupa. How many heavy number of gurus come and tell ये नामरूप जगत मिथ्या है, इसके अधिष्ठानक रूप में परमात्मा है. We are refusing to listen. This is called delusion. We are laughing at it. And we are groping in darkness both for happiness, groping in darkness both for solutions for our problems. It won't come to us. This all is called delusion. These layers of delusion will go away when continuously, constantly, for many, many days, years, we do the contemplation only on this. याद रखना इस बात को. मॉरल स्टोरीज एक आधी होते हैं, बट शुरू में उसका समाज दिमाग में नहीं चढ़ता बात. बट सेम स्टोरी व्हेन यू लिसन 10-20 टाइम्स, suddenly it clicks to us. Is it not like all of us go on watching the Desha Bhakti movies and the Gana? Definitely in a month's, 2 months' time, in our heart also the Bhakti for the Desha comes, which is very come now, very less. In the same way, the layers of delusion will not go in one hit, in one class, in one listening, in one inquiry. No, no. You have to go on doing, on doing. Is it not? So, ये इंटेलेक्चुअल कन्विक्शन की बात हम कह रहे हैं. अब एक्सपीरियंस चाहिए तो we have to live that conviction. When it is found, the Rupa Namatmaka is mithya, you should not value it at all. And when it is convincingly found that the self alone is real, till the self realization or the experience of the real self happens, we should not get out of the meditational seat. These are the sadhanas to experience. But before that, the conviction. For that, the inquiry, vichara. For that, repeatedly listening, repeatedly inquiring to get convinced. Now we are in the stage of the ABCD or let us say infant class कि थोड़ा सुन रहे हम रूपनामात्मक एंटायर जगत अंदर बाहर वाला स्थूल सूक्ष्म कारण. It is mithya, it is delusory, it was not there in the past, not will be in the future. In between, something else is appearing in this form. And that something was there in the beginning, will be there later on. Even now, that alone is there. This information we are given just now. Now it has to become stronger, stronger, stronger. Let it take as many lives. What I am praying for me, oh Lord, give me the next life in such a place. No jhanjat of any duties, any worldlinesses are required to be done by me, so that some place I sit, only contemplate on you, the real self, and get into the experience. Intellectual conviction is जन्म में दे दो, अनुभव भी दे दो. अगर कहते हो मुश्किल है, मैं लायक नहीं हूँ, नालायक, ठीक है, मैं नेक्स्ट लाइफ में दे दे. We should ask the Lord for this. He gives us. Okay. Now in the 21, what was the mantra? See, Nayat Purastad Utayan Napaschat Madhye Vitanna Vyapadesha Matram Bhutam Prasiddham Chaparena Yadyatho Tadeva Tatsyat Iti Me Manisha. बेटा ये वेरी सेंसिटिव बात है. आई कांट इम्पोज ऑन यू if you don't like it or if you are not qualified for it. But I can't be without telling it because it is the truth. Then how to tell that? by saying in this way, this is what is my conviction. It's my manisha, conviction and experience. भगवान कह रहे हैं दिस इज व्हाट इज माई कन्विक्शन एंड माई एक्सपीरियंस. बाबा आप उद्धव, I can't force this knowledge on you, both when you don't want it, both when you don't deserve it. Some people deserve but don't want it. Somebody want but they are not yet qualified. Like we want the self but not qualified because अंतःकरण शुद्ध नहीं हुआ. कुछ लोगों का अंतःकरण शुद्ध हो गया but they don't want भगवान. They want some siddhis, with that they want to enjoy the world. They don't have अशुद्धि but they just don't want परमात्मा also. दोनों तरह के हो सकते हैं, इसलिए हम थोप नहीं सकते हैं लेकिन कहे बिना रह भी नहीं सकते हैं. तो फिर कैसे कहें? इस तरह मैं मनीषा है, ये इसमें कन्विक्शन मनीषा. मनीष एंड मनीषा. देखो आजकल विनय और मनीषा ये सारे शब्द आ रहे हैं है ना, हमारे गुप्ता जी के संतान. सो कन्विक्शन, इट इज माई कन्विक्शन. It is your choice to get convinced. What is that? Ki nayat purastat, utayat na paschat. That which was not there earlier, the pot, that will not be there after breaking the pot. Madhyepi tat na. In between also it is not there. But vyapadesha matra. Come to that point. We have the value of utility. Therefore, the world of names and forms has the utility value. Because of the utility is overpowering our heart more than the reality, we are not able to give up the utility value as well as the name and form as they are real. That reality aspect we are not able to give up about the name and form. Like I want to hold on the pot. I have a dar ki if the pot is not there because of the Vedanta or anything and it becomes mud, how can I get my water? How can I do all the things which are done with the pot? ये घबराहट होती है हमको. In the same way, we attend as a jiva, maybe out of habits, maybe out of the whatever say impressions, etc. I don't want to leave my jiva bhava, the small little pleasures of the world. इसलिए तुरंत ये मिथ्यात्व जगत का स्वीकृत नहीं होता है. बट ओके, एटलीस्ट वी आर लिसनिंग द पॉसिबिलिटी. नो तो आज नहीं तो कल परसों एक दिन तो हो ही जाएगा वो. सो व्हाट इज द थॉट? दैट व्हिच वाज नॉट देयर विल नॉट बी देयर. इन बिटवीन आल्सो नॉट देयर बट व्यपदेश मात्र. क्लियर? फर्स्ट सेंटेंस. सेकंड इज व्हाट? भूतम प्रसिद्धम. प्रसिद्ध मीन्स he is known by us. Bhuta means all the names and forms. भूतम प्रसिद्धम, जो प्रसिद्ध भूत है. प्रसिद्ध हिंदी में भी जानते हैं ना, ये प्रसिद्ध है, सब जानते हैं इसको. सो भूतम प्रसिद्धम, वट एवर थिंग विच इज वेरी क्लियरली seen by us through our padis and found to be as if existing real, cha parena. All that is because of something other than that. जिस परे वस्तु के कारण जो कुछ भी ये दिख रहा है. जो कुछ का जो अस्तित्व है यद्यत तदेव तत्स्यात्. In fact, all this is that and that alone. इति में मनीषा. सो ये जो नाम रूप आपको दिख रहा है, जिसके कारण उसका अस्तित्व भी है, जिसके कारण उनका भान भी है, मैं तो कहता हूं वही इस रूप में है. तदेव तत्स्यात् इति में मनीषा. So imagine what is the state of mind of Bhagavan or such great yogis when they make this sentence. So, how much from their conviction and understanding that they have removed the reality given to the Rupa Nama, that Tattva which is appearing as Rupa Nama alone is seen by them. ये है साधना. What is Bhagavan's sentence? भूतम प्रसिद्धम परेण यद्यत् तदेव तत्स्यात् इति मे मनीषा. सो यद्यद् भूतम परेण प्रसिद्धम, whatever names forms are establishing, are seen because of the something which is beyond them. Tadeva tasyat. In fact, that each of that is nothing but that alone. So जो कोई भी घड़ा घड़े से पर मिट्टी से प्रसिद्ध है, वो मिट्टी ही वो घड़ा है. Is it not? Tadeva tatsyaat is the thing you have to try to catch it. Any ornament is there because of the gold. Gold alone is ornament. There is no ornament. Tadeva tatsyaat it means what? How much a person has to devalue to the core of his heart the reality importance given to the Rupa Nama, that he is visualizing only the self. We, in our thinkings, in our contemplations, in our perceptions, in our interactions, all the time are in Rupa Nama. Therefore, for us, that alone appears real. Bhagavan is talking from that finnermost state, wherein so much value he has done to the Tattva, so much of devalue he has done to the Rupa Nama, that anything which is appearing as Om Nama is not even is seen as an appearance also. He says, उस रूप में ये सत्य वस्तु ही है. सो यद्यद् भूतम परेण प्रसिद्धम तत् तदेव तत्स्यात् इति में मनीषा. तो जो कोई भी कुर्सियाँ कुर्सी से हटकर रहने वाले प्लास्टिक के कारण है, वो सारे कुर्सियाँ प्लास्टिक ही है, ये मेरा मनीषा है. क्लियर? दिस इज ऑल. And this Manisha, therefore, he is in that state of oneness with the self. Therefore, Bhagavan Krishna and all the Rishi avatar, they are not in the samsara. Samsara क्या है? they मिथ्या रूप नाम को सत्य मानना. That's it. They don't have the satyata given to Rupa Nama. They are only a transactional purpose. Vyapadesha matram, the word. Vyapadesha matram is only for the vyavahara's sake it is. And vyavahara is by choice. अब नहीं तो नहीं है. नहीं चाहिए तो छोड़ दो, चाहिए तो रहो. It doesn't touch. This is a very, very essential shloka. Now, the conclusion therefore of this shloka or this line, इसका consequence क्या है? These next 3-4 mantras are very, very conclusive, concluding mantras of all what we have studied so far, logically inquired about what is real, what is unreal, उन सब का सार है. और ये सब पढ़ने के बाद ही वो बात समझ आता है. बिना पढ़े भी उस सेंटेंस को बोल सकते हैं, लेकिन बिना समझे. समझकर अनुभव में लाकर बोलना लगे, बिना समझ के बोलना. अब समझने के बाद व्हाट इज दैट श्लोका? अविद्यमानोऽप्यवभासते यो वैकारिको राजस सर्ग एषः ब्रह्म स्वयं ज्योतिः अतः विभाति ब्रह्मेन्द्रियार्थात्मविकार चित्रम्. Beautiful. We saw this shloka yesterday. Finally, what about the whole world? It is made out of Vaikarika, Rajasika, Tamasika. Now, which at our level of perception, reality given to it. On the deep inquiry done. What is the inquiry? Only two. Anvaya Vyatireka. Hold on to these two things throughout life. You know what is to do in Vedanta sadhana to understand and experience the self. Intellectual understanding also is same. That through Anvaya Vyatireka, you come to know the truth alone is there, nothing other than. Intellectual. Same through Anvaya Vyatireka done on the seat of meditation, we reject the everything other than Paramatma, the experience, the real Paramatma of the self. Anvaya Vyatireka को जिंदगी भर पकड़ना. What is Anvaya? In and through all Nama Rupa, same Satchidananda Brahma alone is there. in and through all Nama Rupa of the world. Without Sachidananda Brahma, Nama Rupa nahi hai. Anvay. In Vyatireka, in the Sachidananda Brahma, Nama Rupa are not there. In both cases, Nama Rupa are found to be mithya or unreal, and Sachidananda Parabrahma is found to be reality, intellectually. Then same on the seat of meditation, Savikalpa Nirvikalpa Samadhi, when the Rupa Nama is given up, Upeksha Nama Rupe Dve, Sachidananda Tatpara, Samadhim Sarvada Kuryat, Hridevathva Vahi. Our Telugu people are just feeling, sometime kaik suna hai ye wala. Some 3 days back we concluded the text. 2 days back. Listen one by one. कि अविद्यमानः अपि अवभासते यः वैकारिकः राजसः सर्गः एषः. This entire creation which is made of jnanam, kriya and dravyam, though it is not there, still appearing. No, this is to be caught. Very subtle mindset. It is like what, though the waves are not there, still seen. Though the ornaments are not there, still seen. Because Anvaya Vyatirek se ho gaya na? See how, unless we become so acutely concentrating, acutely introverted, acutely at the level of subtle pure intellect, that we will be able to do this Anvaya Vyatireka and come to understand कि पूरा जगत नहीं है तो भी दिख रहा है. That's what the entire Alata Shanti. अविद्यमानोऽपि अवभासते वैकारिक रासर्गेश. हाउ अविद्यमान अन्वय व्यतिरेक पद्धति के द्वारा. व्हाट इज विद्यमान? परमात्मा ओनली. विद्यमान इज गोल्ड. देयर इज नो गोल्ड, नो थिंग अदर देन द गोल्ड इन द ऑर्नामेंट्स. इतना ही है. गोल्ड नहीं तो ऑर्नामेंट नहीं बनेगा. गोल्ड निकाल दिया तो ऑर्नामेंट नहीं रहेगा. जो ऑर्नामेंट किधर है? गोल्ड को गोल्ड के रूप में नहीं पहचानने में. क्या करना है फिर? पहचानो. व्हाट द फाइनल पहचानो? गोल्ड अलोन इज रियल. देन आभरण के रूप में डू द व्यपदेश. दिस ओके. बट द पावरफुल माया स्पर्श व्हाट? Slowly, when we, for the sake of Vyapadesha also, impose Rupa Nama on the self, suddenly it gathers such a value reality that we start giving importance to it. अब देखते देखते भूल जाते. They're like, you just wanted to study. Then thought कि चलो 10 मिनट न्यूज़ या कोई टीवी का दोस्त प्रोग्राम देखकर पढ़ेंगे. The moment you sit in front of TV, you are sucked into that so much that you just forget that you were there thinking to study. या कहीं मार्केट जाना हो या खाना बनाना हो या काम करना हो. अब कैसा हो रहा है वो? If you can understand. वैसा ही even for Vyapadesha, when the Rupa Nama are given little importance, they, within moments, they gather such a value reality that they pull us towards them and we forget the self. ये है माया. And according to the highest Vedanta, everyone in the morning, before they become aware of the world, after their need is completely over, are in the Brahma Anubhuti only. It is for a very microseconds. But then, forced or pushed because of vasanas, suddenly we become aware of the antakarana, aware of the vasanas vrittis, aware of the indriya, suddenly aware of the world. Aware of the world hote mein hi sara world which is illuminated in the awareness gathers reality. मतलब मैं दृष्टा हूँ, ये दृश्य है, मैं दृक् स्वरूप हूँ, मेरे दृक् स्वरूप में दृष्टा दृश्य दोनों प्रोजेक्ट हो रहा है, उसी को जागृत अवस्था कहते हैं. ये नॉलेज गायब. द मोमेंट सी द वर्ल्ड. दैट इज द पावर ऑफ माया, which is nothing but aviveka. Always keep the viveka intact. Maya will not cover us. So what is the first sentence? Avidyamanopi avabhasate. Though in reality it is not there, still it is perceived. First sentence. Second is what? And who is the one who is Vidyamana? If the Rupanama Vidyamana, Brahma. What is Brahma? On whose dependency is there? Swayam. The Swayam of the Brahma is called Satta. Swayam Sattakaha. Then who is illuminating that Swayam Sattaka Brahma? Its own self, by it is Jyoti. Brahma, Swayam and Jyotihi. Ataha, therefore, Vibhati Brahma. The Brahma alone is Vibhati, seen as Indriya Artha Atma Vikara Chitra. इंद्रियों के रूप में, अर्थों के रूप में, ये आत्मा मीन्स अंतःकरण के रूप में, and their modifications in three planes of life. Only Brahman is appearing. Brahman alone is there. Brahma only. Ato Brahma Indriyartha Vikara Chatha Vibhati Brahma eva Indriyarthatma Vikara Chatam. Chitram. Put all these three sentences one by one line. समझ लो ऐसे खड़े करो लाइन में. पहला आला not there. These Vaikarika, Rajasika, Tamasika, Sarga creation yet appearing. Second sentence. Brahma, Swayam and Jyoti. Third is that Brahma, Swayam, Jyoti alone, Vibhati, is seen as all this. There is nothing other than Brahman. It looks to be so easy, but वो पड़ता नहीं दिमाग में. That is Maya. That is why तीव्र तपो शक्ति, तीव्र upasana shakti alone makes us enter into the consequence of this understanding, called as experiencing the self, the after self and self and self alone is. ये वाला सेंटेंस ब्रह्म इंद्रियार्थ आत्म विकार चित्रम. So simple it is. What alone is appearing as every part of the pot, total pot. What is not real? It's only Vyapadesha Matram. Now, the same thing continues. Amma, these 2-3 shlokas are very heavy loaded. I have to slowly gather myself, gather the words, tell in such a way that I am not confused while telling, you are not added with confusion while listening. And it has to be repeatedly told to get into the root of the understanding. Mm. Like you are watching TV and playing the cell phone. You can't enjoy the movie. Some scene goes away. Dialogue. So too, you can't enjoy the chat you are doing on the cell phone on WhatsApp. So this is disturbing that, that is disturbing this. In the same way, our Brahma Vidya pursuit is disturbed by our mind's extrovertedness, distractions, deviations. When all these are avoided, when we are gathered all our faculties and the distracted race of the mind to one point called as SATHYATHVA. With that mind, when we inquire, what is said becomes so meaningful. So meaningful. Now listen. Evam sputam brahma viveka hetubihi parapavadena visharadena chitvatma sandehamuparameta swananda tushtokhila kamukebhyah. एवं स्फुटं ब्रह्म विवेकहेतुभिः परापवादेन विशारदेन चित्वात्मसन्देहमुपारमेत स्वानन्दतुष्टो अखिलकामुकेभ्यः. Therefore, hey Uddhava and to all of us, this is a very loving kind suggestion by Bhagavan Krishna. Beta, तुम ऐसा करो. This is what. Hmm. Hmm. So I'll just say not much. Hmm. You be completely tuned to catch. एवं इन दिस में स्फुटम स्पष्ट कर लो। किस बात को? आत्म संदेह को छेदन करके आत्म का अनुभव को। चित्वा आत्म संदेहम स्फुटम, आत्म संदेहम चित्वा आत्मा अनुभव प्राप्य, both of them sputa. To be clear in removing doubts about the self, then be clear about the self. What is the meaning of that sentence? Be clear the doubts about the self, be clear about the self. Means what? Whether the self is there or not, first remove that doubt. Then this is the clearing the doubt about the self. What is the second thing? Be clear about the self. Clearing the doubt about the self. Second is be clear about the self. Doubt about the self cleared is what? Whether the self is there or not. What is the meaning of be clear about the self? Self alone is there. उसके अलावा और कुछ है ही नहीं. See the very sublime, what do you say? I can't say humorous way, but very intelligent way of putting by the Lord. आत्म संदेह के बारे में स्फुट हो जाना, आत्मा के बारे में भी स्फुट हो जाना. स्फुट है स्पष्ट. आत्म संदेह की स्पष्टता क्या है? कि आत्मा है या नहीं है, उस विषय का संदेह चला जाना चाहिए. क्लियर? सेकंड इज व्हाट? आत्मा के बारे में स्पष्ट होना है. अर्थ क्या हुआ? ओनली द आत्मा इज देयर इज नथिंग अदर देन. सी द डिफरेंस. ओनली द वर्ल्ड ऑफ नेम्स एंड फॉर्म्स आर रियल. देयर इज नथिंग लाइक अ सबस्ट्रेटम बिहाइंड. From that level of absolute non-thinking, non-inquiring, non-using intellect, but indulging in the name and form through the Indriya Mana, from that stage, we came to the level of using the intellect. With the intellect, we have done the Viveka. With the Viveka, we understood what is understood that everything is the, what is it, superimposed. The Karya, behind that there is a Karana or substratum. Further, we enhanced our intellectual capacity through the Anvaya Vyatireko. Intellectually, we came to the conviction that the self alone is real, Atma not anything. Even the intellectual conviction also, we transcended to experience what? I am that reality, that I alone am there. This is what Bhagavan is suggesting us to do. So, Sputam Atma. Sputam Atma Sandeham. By doing its Chedanam. आत्म संदेह का छेदन को निकालने वाला स्फुटता, फिर आत्मा का स्वरूप के रूप में अनुभव में लाने वाला स्फुटता. स्फुट इज क्लियर. Opposite of sputa clear is the vagueness. When we are vague, we go back to the earlier worldliness. Only when it is sputam, then we don't go back. Sputam spashtam, crystal clear, unambiguous, undoubted. Just like the moment we open the eye, the world is seen, sputam. Just like before we enter into Vedanta, sputa roop se we take ourselves as this Deha Adi. So much sputa will be the Atmanubhuti if you try. I like this sentence. Evam sputam chitva atma sandeham. Atma sandeham sputam chitva, then sputa rupena atma anubhavam prapya. That way. This is what is the goal. How to achieve it? Already said. He is summarizing in these 2-3 lines. One, Brahma Viveka Hetu Bhihi. What is the Brahma Viveka Hetu? Brahma Viveka Hetu. Hetu means the helping causes. And which help us? The Veda mantras, Upanishad mantras. So the Upanishad mantras are the hetu for us to do the viveka of the Brahma from the Rupa Nama. ब्रह्म को रूप नाम से अलग करने वाला विवेक के कारण रूपी हेतु जिनको वेद मंत्र कहते हैं, उनके सहायता से दिस लोड ऑफ दिस संधि समास युक्त वाक्य. With all these sadhanas, you become sputa in both aspects of dropping the doubt about the self intellectually, then experiencing the self in such a way that alone is there. Then the revel in your own Atma. That is going to say. So one by one we are seeing. Evam sputam chitva atma sandeham. How to do so? Brahma viveka hetu vihi. ब्रह्म को अब्रह्म से विवेक के द्वारा अलग कराने में हेतु रूपी मदद करने वाले वेद मंत्रों से, उपनिषद मंत्रों से. That essence of those mantras only what we are studying from last 15-20 shlokas. Only the Upanishad mantras teach us that viveka by which we discover the world as the effect or as superimposed on the cause called as substratum called as Brahma Tattva. Before we study the Upanishad Grantha, anywhere you study, you will be only in the Dvaita Mithya Jagat only. और वो द्वैत मिथ्या जगत के मजा के कारण लोग ना वेदांत तक उपनिषद तक पहुंचने में डरते हैं. And that's why in the entire world, how many thousands of people are teaching, how many of the thousands of shastras, among them, how many are teaching or studying Vedanta? Where the Upanishad mantras are taken and which become the hetu to do the viveka in which Brahman alone is real, which is other than apart from independent of entire Upanama Jagat. How many are teaching this or listening this? बहुत मुश्किल है, वो कोई जा नहीं सकता. बट यू एंड आई आर अटेम्प्टिंग एटलीस्ट टू स्टडी इट फ्रॉम लास्ट 2.5 years. तो वी हैव सक्सीडेड इन बीइंग रेगुलर. अब कितना ये घोंसले में घुसा है ये सारा ज्ञान हमारे खोपड़ी में या किसमें भी, दैट इज ऑल ईच इंडिविजुअल. ब्रह्म को जगत से विवेक करके अलग साबित करने वाले वेद मंत्र रूपी हेतुओं के द्वारा. क्लियर? ब्रह्म विवेक हेतु भी. This is the first one. Second one is what? Parapavadena. Huh? Parapavadena means the other than Paramatma is called Para. Apavadena is Brahma Viveka Hetu means that Veda mantras which have established the reality, the Brahma. Parapavadena means again in the Veda mantra only those mantras which do the apavada of the adhyaropita para. These are the two famous words in Vedanta. Adhyaropa and apavada. Adhyaropa is superimposition. Apavada is de-superimposition. So for some reason the snake is adhyaropita on the rope. So through the Aptavakya our own inquiry, when we discovered the rope, the snake's apavada happened. Is it not? And before that, another prakriya is what? Snake itself is apavadita to some extent. Like in the 30th floor, Rajju Samp dikhai diya. Ultimately, only when the recognition of the rope happens, permanently snake goes away. There's no doubt. Only in Atmanubhava, the avidya, vidya janita, maya janita, dvaita jagat goes away. Technically, there's no doubt about it. But for me, first to go and inquire about the reality, the rope, I have to come out of the fear of that snake, no? For that, coming out of the fear of snake, one of the words used, sentence used is 30th floor में शाम कहाँ से आ सकता है. इतना कोई पेड़ वेड़ नहीं है, कोई ऐसे नहीं है. Now, these are the things will do the apavada of the snake. Not totally snake is gone away. Apavada of snake done that much that we are ready to inquire about the reality of the rope. And it's only after inquiry to the reality of rope and the rope is found, then really the total apavada of the snake happens and that it is never there. तत्व को जानने के बाद साप का अपवाद हो ही जाता है. बट टू इंक्वायर इनटू तत्व जो आरोपित है इस सर्प का, थोड़ा हमको कुछ अपवाद करना है. In one of the apavad is what? Guru के मैं कह रहा हूँ ना on the strength of the faith in the Guru and Shastra, the too much importance given to Rupanama Jagata is reduced, then indulgences are reduced, then the mind became calm and quiet. With that mind, when you do deeply inquiry, you discover the self. Self is discovered, everything the अध्यारोप का अपवाद पूरा हो जाता है. So Parapavadena, by removing the apavada, which is para, which is not our paksha. Third one is what? Ki Visharadena. And who helps us continuously, constantly in doing the apavada of the para, the अध्यारोप का अपराध करने का, और विवेक हेतु के द्वारा ब्रह्म का स्थापना. Who helps us in doing so? The Guru, who himself experienced and who knows how to guide the students in coming to that experience. That Guru is called as Visharada. What a lovely name, no? That Visharada, what is known to all of us? हिंदी का विशारद विद्वत, ऐसे कोई सर्टिफिकेट्स होते हैं हिंदी कोर्सेस अगर आप पढ़ोगे तो. देयर आर ऑनलाइन पोस्टल कोर्सेस होते थे in Sanskrit, in Hindi, in various languages, and those who pass out, they are given Visharad. ऐसे एंकरेज करने के लिए. अब सब पूरा भाषा पढ़ चुका है आप, ये इसके पास मत जाना, ये रुलाएगा तुमको संस्कृत भाषा से. विशारद, दैट वैशारद्यम, शारदा इज शांति. ज्ञान को शारदा कहते हैं. सरस्वती माता, शारदा देवी. सो शांतिम रक्षाम ददाति दास्यति. The one who gives protection and peace. Only there is knowledge. In the knowledge only there is protection and peace. Therefore, the Vidya is called as Sharada, and that is Mata Saraswati, the one who is thorough in that. And what is Vaisharadyam of the Guru? Two way. He himself is experiencing the truth, and he has studied all Shastra, and he knows how to teach the students. Technically, it's called as Shrotriya Brahmanishta Guru. श्रोत्रिया सब शास्त्र thoroughly जानता है, ब्रह्मनिष्ठ खुद साधना करके अनुभव में. So with the help of the Vaisharada Guru, by doing the apavada of the para, of which the adhyarapa was done, and also by using the hetus called Vedanta mantras, which help us in doing the viveka of Brahma from the superimposed. No, it's a very beautiful sloka. These are all beautiful words. इनफैक्ट अगर हमको इंटरेस्ट लगकर इसको खोज कर कर समझेंगे ना, व्हाट इज साधना इज स्पष्ट रूप इट इज टोल्ड हियर. वी आर ओनली द सरफेस लेवल ट्राइंग टू स्ट्रगल इन नोइंग द लिटरल मीनिंग ऑफ इट. बट इसका और गहराई में जाओगे ना, सारा साधना यही पता चल जाता है. सो परापवादेन विशारदेन, then Brahma Viveka Hedubhi Evam. In this way, what is achieved through all these three things? Chitva Atma Sandeham. By doing the Chedana of the Atma Sandeha Sputa Rupena. We already told that Atma Sandeha Chedana means first Atma hai ki nahi wo wala Sandeha ka Chedana. Uske baad Sputata of the Atma Vastu is what? That alone is real. There is nothing other than real. Other than it. At that level, what happens? Uparameta. Then do the uparamana because you have reached the destination. See those sprint runners or 400-meter runners. When they reach that final point, 5 feet tak itna daudte hain. When they cross that line, everything they were so fastly running with. The mind, the desire, the bodily movement, prana shakti, sare uparameta, they relax. Do you see that one? तैरने वाले 400 into 100 meters. Any butterfly or frog fly. How much running, running. But when the final lap of that journey is over, uparameto. Everything, is it not? Big ceremonies, programs are done. This the ceremony of president taking the oath and the chair, which happened a month and a half back in India, or somebody died, the queen. So इतना हंगामा पूरा 10 लाख लोग attended. 99 years old, having our Kohinoor on her head. 595 crores of ornaments are kept on her dead body. What they do, I don't know. All hangama from last 6 days. She died. अब हो गया तो उपारमेत. There are temporary uparamana. Everywhere there is upara. You involve in an activity, well, that is bhojanam. How busy in serving, mixing, eating, shaving and gulping. अब हो गया हाथ धोली. Ah, throughout the day worked, evening uparam. Now also, when the 3 classes are over, Bhagavatam over, Ramayana chanting over, you all feel, हम इंकलाब जिंदाबाद हमको स्वतंत्रता आ गया स्वराज हमारा जन्म सिद्ध अधिकार है and you feel like next day I will not attend Swamiji's class, worrying heavy, I want to sleep. Do you think the Guru Parampara will allow you to sleep? चलो और एक दिन मौका देते हैं स्वामी जी को सुधरने के लिए एंड यू कम वन मोर डे फॉर माई सेक एंड यूर डिजायर इज नेवर फुलफिल्ड कि मैं सुधर जाऊं मतलब क्लास बंद करना अदरवाइज व्हेन आई गिव ए हॉलीडे then you declare me as Bharata Ratna. But without I give holiday, you feel guilty. You understand? I'm imagining all that. This is how I pass my time. Okay? I remember all the faces were regularly coming. ज़्यादा नहीं है लकीली मेरे लिए. So I feel pity at them, I laugh at them and also sympathize with them. मजेदार. Uparameta, I'm telling. Like our people of Telugu, Drukdushiveka. Text over so much Uparameta. None of them are asking, how many और एक text ले लो. They don't want to do any initiative. Anyway, they were not there. I तो 2 जा रहे थे. So I can't stop my work. I started my Gita. I can't do my Uparamana right now. So Bhagavan says Uparameta. Here Uparamana is not only from the struggle of samsara to get happiness, but all these efforts also have reached to conclusion because you have discovered the Atma without any sandeha, sputa rupa. Evam sputam chitva atma sandeham uparameta. In this way, spashta roop se, right from whether the self is there or not, this doubt onwards, experiencing the self as yourself, achieve all that in the sputa rupa and uparameta. Just withdraw, relax. And how to do that? How the samshaya of the Atma goes away, how the anubhava spasha rup se comes, visharadena, parapavadena, brahma viveka hetuvi. Visharadena, always at the feet of the Tattva Guru, Tattva Bodhan karne wale. From his teachings, you do your own heart mein parapavada. And from his own teachings of the Veda mantra, through Viveka, separate the Brahma from the Rupana. So दोनों चिपक के है तेला और छिलका केले छिलके को अलग करके छिलका फेंक दी केला खाली so Brahma and Jagat mixed up we have done through Brahma Viveka Hetu took away the Brahma Vastu and what did do the para the chilka apavadena threw it away and who teaches us this to do carefully Visharadena Guru like when Bhima Duryodhana Yuddha happened when Bhima Jarasandha Yuddha happened, when the Vali Sugriva Yuddha happened, it was the Lord, the Krishna Avatar, Rama Avatar, guiding them. Here Bhima and there is a Sugriv को ऐसा करके उनको finish करो. I'm just giving an example. In the same way, the Visharada Guru, when we are under his guidance, he will teach us how to do the apavada of the adhyaropita para. Apavada means removal of adhyaropita means superimposed. Para means the unreal Rupanama, which is in the infinite varieties. देखो एक रूप नाम को असत्य मिथ्या जान लिया तो उसको सब जगह लागू हो जाएगा. Every name and form is superimposed on the self through my own aviveka and pursued through my own organs, senses and all, and then given value importance because of the vasanas, and I'm running behind them because of my desires. Nothing will touch us. So parapavadena, visharadena, evam atma, chitva atma sandeha uparameta. Then how are you doing the uparamana? In what? So ananda tushtaha. So ananda tushtaha. He is establishing in the ananda. Contented in the ananda of the self. So ananda. Swasya ananda ke tushti me. Uparameta is what incomplete. What from uparameta? Akhila kamukebhyaha. From all the kamukaha, the desires and desire tempting objects. Uparameta. So, how many hundreds of ways this shloka can be explained? Permutation, combination, mixtures कर कर करके बहुत जगह बहुत तरह से. एक सिंप्लीफाइड तरह क्या है कि वी आर लॉस्ट इन द कामुक, in the desires and desire fulfilling activity, and to enjoy the karma phala to different world. And how to do the uparamana from akula kamuka? Because only one way. सारे कामनाओं से जो आनंद सुखम चाह रहे हैं वो अगर हम पाए तो. इन सम ऑफ द डील्स दे टेम्प्ट ना कि इन सबको तुम इसलिए कर रहे हो ना और सब मेरे को दे दो, मैं तेरे को पैसे दे देता हूँ. इन द सेम वे every of us, let us say my example or your example you take, we are involved in all kamukas for what? Ananda. And that ananda is there in Atma. So by discovering that ananda, you do the uparamana from akila kamuka. So first step, from some of the kamanas we come out, gather our minds, purity and all. Total vasanas are not gone away. Some of them kept away. So with the mind gathered, we pursued spiritual sadhana. In that, all these three, four are there. And when we reach the final, you will see Ananda is so much in the Atmanubhuti that the whole world of objects, even though they are put in front, they are not tempting us. दूसरी बात क्या है? This is the only way to come out of the samsara of running behind the world with your own inner kamanas. संसार तभी खत्म होगा जब आत्मानुभूति होता है, अन्यथा नहीं. ये फिक्स्ड है. हाँ, then go on working towards it थोड़ा थोड़ा हर एक जन्म में. See how clear are these, each of the mantra. It is only our inability to remember them, our inability to deeply inquire and understand are the reasons, if at all there is some incompleteness in understanding or if there is vagueness. But अपने अंतःकरण को ऐसे शुद्ध स्पष्ट बनाओ through all the upasanas स्वच्छ, then it is not at all difficult. एवं स्फुटं ब्रह्म विवेक हेतुभिः परापवादेन विशारदेन चित्वात्मसन्देहमुपारमेत स्वानन्दतुष्टोऽखिल कामुकेभ्यः. What a flow of that beautiful sloka. एवं स्फुटं ब्रह्म विवेक हेतुभिः परापवादेन विशारदेन चित्वा आत्मसन्देहम् उपारमेत स्वानन्दतुष्टो अखिलकामुकेभ्यः. So evam आत्मसंतुष्टः अखिलकामुकेभ्यः उपारमेत. एवं आत्मसन्देहं चित्वा आत्मसंतुष्टः भूत्वा अखिलकामुकेभ्यः उपारमेत. एवं स्फुटं, तत्र संशयः कुत्रापि नास्ति. यदि संशय अस्ति चेत् तत् तव मनसि एव स्थितः संशयः। मार्गे संशयः नास्ति, अनुभूत्या अपि अनुभूत्वा अपि संशयः नास्ति। संशय यत्र कुत्र अस्ति चेत् तव मनसि एव। There is no unclarity or ambiguity in the words of the Guru, in the existence of the self, in the experience of the self that it is blissful and that gives the experience of the liberation or mukti. इन चीजों में संशय नहीं है, संशय हमारे मन में, उसमें नहीं। उन हमारे मन के संशय को दूर करके श्रद्धा से when we do sadhana, we do this sputam evam sputam what ananda tushtaha. How? Chitva atma sandesham sandeham. Then what is the consequence? Akila kamukebhyaha uparmeto. And how this atma sandeha removal of that happened, and then swananda tushti by the recognition of self happens. Vishardena parapavadena brahma viveka hetubhihi. Go to the Visharada Guru, listen from him, and by yourself do both. ब्रह्म को जगत से हटा के उसको प्रोटेक्ट करो और बाकी जो है अपवाद करो, उसको जो अध्यारोपित नामों में उसको अपवाद करना. देन यू विल सी आत्म संदेह सारा चला जाएगा स्पष्ट रूप से. यू विल हैव द स्वानंद तुष्टि. देन व्हेन यू आर इन द ब्लिस ऑफ द इन्फिनिट सेल्फ, हाउ कैन देयर बी द कामनास फॉर एनीथिंग एल्स? देयर इज नो samsara, दैट्स इट. देन ओनली इट विल हैपन. तो एक बार क्या हुआ, ऐसे तुष्टि पुष्टि वाला आत्मानुभूति के लिए कामुकेभ्यः वी हैव टू डू उपारमेत. Once you discover the self, then naturally you withdraw from Akhila Kamakebhyaha for the reason they are not at all there. And all the bliss sought from them are in the self only, is in the self. I am already experiencing it. So in this way, on these shlokas, we have to go on pondering for more and more clarity. It will help us. और लगे रहना उसमें. How to do it? Your own upaya. आराम से 12 घंटे सो जाओ if you want. बट बाकी 8-12 घंटों में सिवाय खाने का अपने स्वाध्याय पे, जप में, पूजा में रखना. एनीथिंग एडेड इट डिस्ट्रैक्ट्स अस फ्रॉम दिस गोल, देन इट मेक्स अस इनएफेक्टिव. समझ में? सोना इज बेटर देन मन को दुनियादारी के द्वारा डिस्टर्ब करके नालायक बनाना शास्त्र अध्ययन के लिए. इफ यू रियली फील लाइक दैट, don't go now. Have good rest, sleep and fresh mind. Enter into these shlokas. 2 घंटा उसको मेडिटेशन करो, 22 घंटे सो जाओ. That is better than 8 hours sleeping, 4 hours class, बाकी 12 घंटे in the world, which is unreal. That is why एक दिन ऐसा आना चाहिए जिंदगी में, वहां जाके everything will leave and go somewhere where none of the duty obligations are there and meditate. So that these disturbances will not be there. That is why in sadhana panchakam ityadi atma ichha vyavasiyatam, and to fulfill that atma ichha nija gruha turnam vinirgamyatam, all that. And for you and me, so lucky we are. The vanavasa is given to us at home only. You don't need to go anywhere. Anything you want online order करो, minimum मिल रहा है, जिंदगी हो रही है. बाकी समय withdraw from all unwanted involvements and become so quiet in the mind that the inquiry study of Shastra is happening very thoroughly, systematic. और ये सब करते करते हमें दम तोड़ना है. अगर पा लिया भगवान को तो जन्म धन्य है. But if we have not done, I am these days, whenever I listen news of death today morning or evening, somebody, यही डर लग रहा है यार, बिना भगवान को जाने मर रहे तो क्या फायदा. So let we be more intense in sadhana, intense in the true, real, final sadhana. Every day we have to remember death. From that we have to remember, we have to intensify our sadhana and truly do it. Because साथ में वही जाएगा. हमने जो साधना किया, ज्ञान पाया, दृढ़ निश्चय बनाए, Before I die, what is firm nischay in me? Self alone is real. I have to realize the self and get mukti. With this nischay, I die. That world I go to, that body I get, that place I am born. Those gurus will be around me to lift me. But before dying, by same thoughts, क्या और एंजॉय करना है, कितने पैसे कमाना है, किन किन को दोस्त दुश्मन बनाना. With this, if I die, I will continue next life. Conviction about the self and the desire to establish in the self. With these two, we should die. It is secondary point. इससे ऊपर वाला है अनुभव of the self. That is ईश्वर चाहे तो दे ही देते हैं. Like how can we deny? In ईश्वर's कृपा, anybody can get. वो चाहते हैं तो किसी को दे देते. When he wants to give, he will not see qualification. But when we have to get, we have to have qualification. हो जाए ऐसी बात. Conviction about the reality of the self, everything unreal, and desire strong to experience that self. देखो आप और 10 साल सुनो क्लासेस या 20 साल 5 साल 1 साल एक आज ही छोड़ो. If these two convictions are gained, then we have done our best. Self alone, truth alone is real, nothing other than that, and that self I have to experience. Last few years our life should be spent like that. वो तब होगा every day. अब हम स्टार्ट करते हैं तो, and we have started through the study. It's only a beginning. Other than the class time, the remaining time also थोड़ा थोड़ा ponder करते हैं रहना. Please remember, there is no better solution permanent for any problem of anybody, and there is no better teaching than this by any best guru in the universe anywhere you go. इससे बढ़िया बात नहीं है. ये बात बनाने वाले ही गुरु हैं, उस गुरु से बढ़कर दूसरा गुरु नहीं है. और यही बात हमको भी समझना है मुक्त होने के लिए. All are lower than this only. That the self alone is real. Through the experience of the self, I myself get liberated from entire unreal. बाकी सारा ज्ञान इसके नीचे ही है. और नीचे वाला ज्ञान बताने वाला गुरु भी नीचे ही वाले, not the higher. So no, Krishna Mande Jagat Guru himself to the Uttama Shishya Uddhava in the Uttama Shastra Bhagavatam, which is the essence of all Upanishads. Bhagavan toward the end of his Leela is giving this ultimate knowledge. मैं तो कन्विंस हूँ, इससे बढ़कर और ना कोई बात बोलने वाले होंगे, ना बात होगी कुछ बोलने वाले या कोई सुनने वाले या समझने वाले. Swami ji, is there anything better than this? This only you repeat and you become better in your understanding. Okay? Like some of the intellectual giants, I came across such many. स्वामी जी उपनिषद पढ़ लिया और कुछ नया तो पढ़ा हूँ, अब लिख रहा हूँ मैं आपके लिए, है ना. कोई नया टेक्स्ट बताओ, उपनिषद पढ़ाओ, दे से उपनिषद भी सुन लिया हमने और सुनाया वाला. They are so funny, and they are funny for themselves, but for me it is good, because when they ask for their sake I study new text. मेरे इस तरह का लाभ है. बट अदरवाइज एनी नंबर ऑफ शास्त्र हम पढ़े ना, पर ब्रह्म परमात्मा ही सत्य. अदर देन दैट एवरीथिंग इज सुपर इम्पोज्ड ऑन दैट because of aviveka sustained. How the aviveka is maintained? Even now we are listening class but not doing viveka. That is called aviveka. मैं पढ़ा रहा हूँ लेकिन विवेक नहीं कर रहा हूँ मेरे लिए. आप सुन रहे हैं लेकिन विवेक. इट इज कॉल्ड माया. ये चलता ही रहता है ऐसे. डेली यू कम टू क्लास, आई टीच इट, बट यू डोंट डू ए काम एंड क्वाइट प्लेस विवेक करना. अब क्या ना, ये भी नहीं है तो हम फिसल जाएंगे, इसलिए हम कर रहे हैं. मैं तो मेरे लिए, बाकी टाइम में करते जाओ. ओके, नाउ द कम्स नेक्स्ट श्लोकास. The self is none of all these upadhis. Parabrahma alone is all of them was told. Now the Parabrahma or the self is none of them is told now. All of them are following the अन्वय व्यतिरेक साधना के बाद आने वाले नतीजे. ये सबको पढ़ाते हुए कल. Now we'll go to some more examples and all. After saying all that, what I love in 27 shloka is what? Yet you should not attach to anything, sir. Yet you have to continue your duties till the finer purification, finer tuning, finer experience happens. ना दुनिया को छोड़कर भागना है, ना दुनिया के प्रति इच्छाएं रखनी है. छोड़ना नहीं है तो रहना तो इच्छाएं आते हैं. इच्छाएं छोड़ दी तो छोड़ने को मन होता है दुनिया को. दुनिया को छोड़ो तो फिर सेवावादी करके अंतःकरण शुद्धि कैसे पाओगे? See the Bhagavan, like in Upanishad. Brahma Vidya is taught at the same time. To qualify for Brahma Vidya, the Antakarana Shuddhi is required. For that, you have to do this Rauta Smartha Karma with Kartavya Bhava. Today class, morning. And the one in this way, through repeated listening of various Shastras which talk the same subject, comes to the understanding of position of the Niskama Karma Yoga, Niskama Bhakti Yoga, then discipline of Ashtanga Yoga, then the theoretical Jnana Yoga, and then implementation of Jnana on Vichara and meditational seat. The one who knows all of that, he alone knows. And he, with all this data fully available, knows at what stage of evolution is there and what sadhana is required there. मजा आता है ऐसा वाला जिंदगी. And you and I, through study of Shastra, are becoming slowly equipped for that. शुरू किया, अब थोड़ा 10-15 साल लगाए होगा. इसके बाद हम देखो, we study पतंजलि योग सूत्र. That also helps us. भागवत हो गया, रामायण हो गया, योग वासिष्ठ हम पढ़ेंगे. So these are the ones added together will give clarity. Total. Thank you. What is next? Tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Let us study our Adhyatma Ramayana.